Are you truly as independent as you think? What if the very narratives you embrace as a Sigma female are subtly holding you back from your ultimate potential? In this video, we're exposing the silent self-deceptions that even the most empowered women might unknowingly perpetuate. It's time to confront the uncomfortable truth. Your subconscious might be lying to you. This isn't about tearing down strong women. It's about uncovering the hidden mental traps that can subtly sabotage your growth. If you're ready to break free from self-imposed limitations, keep watching. So, let's get real for a second. As Sigma females, you pride yourselves on being independent, strong, and self-reliant. Sigma females are built different, right? But sometimes, without even realizing it, Sigma females lie to themselves. And when that happens, Sigma females unintentionally hold themselves back from leveling up. In today's video, Sigma females are talking about those lies, the ones that sneak into Sigma females' thoughts, sabotage Sigma females' growth, and keep Sigma females from embracing full potential. Understanding why Sigma females lie, without even knowing it, will give Sigma females the power to break free from those mental traps. Let's explore that today. 1. The pressure to be perfect. Let's start with the pressure to be perfect. Society often paints Sigma females as the one who's got it all together. From the outside, it looks like Sigma females have their lives perfectly aligned. They're independent, they don't need anyone's approval, and they don't follow the usual rules. But here's the thing, this can create a heavy expectation. Sigma females are seen as the embodiment of strength, control, and success. People expect Sigma females to always have their lives figured out, and when Sigma females don't meet that expectation, it can feel like a personal failure. This pressure to be perfect often comes from societal standards, but it also comes from the internal belief that Sigma females have to maintain this image. It's exhausting. And when Sigma females can't live up to that image of flawlessness, they lie to themselves. They tell themselves, "I'm fine, everything is fine," even when it's not. Deep down, Sigma females know they're struggling, but the fear of admitting imperfection keeps them from facing it. This lie becomes their shield, their way of hiding the cracks beneath their perfect exterior. But here's the harsh truth. Trying to be perfect all the time is exhausting, and it's not sustainable. No one is flawless. The constant pressure to appear flawless creates anxiety and stress, making Sigma females question their worth. The longer Sigma females hold on to the idea of perfection, the more it distances them from reality. It also keeps them from being vulnerable, which is a crucial part of growth. Perfectionism keeps Sigma females from embracing their true selves, flaws and all. The truth is that imperfection is what makes Sigma females human. Being able to embrace those imperfections makes Sigma females even stronger, not weaker. When Sigma females stop pretending to be perfect, they allow themselves the freedom to be real, to make mistakes, and to learn from those mistakes. The pressure to be perfect also makes Sigma females afraid of failure, even though failure is often the best teacher. By constantly striving for perfection, Sigma females end up avoiding situations where they might fail, which limits growth. It's not just about being perfect for the world to see, it's about holding an impossible standard for themselves. The idea that Sigma females need to be perfect keeps them in a cage of their own making. They put up walls around themselves, convincing themselves that vulnerability and mistakes will make them less valuable. But imperfection isn't something to be feared. It's what allows Sigma females to relate to others and experience life fully. When Sigma females accept imperfection, they free themselves from the invisible chains of perfectionism. It's okay to not have everything figured out. It's okay to admit that Sigma females need help sometimes. By embracing imperfection, Sigma females can actually discover new strengths they didn't know they had. Real growth comes from accepting flaws and being willing to learn and grow. Perfectionism robs Sigma females of this growth. The key to breaking free from this lie is to understand that Sigma females don't need to be perfect to be amazing. Sigma females are enough exactly as they are, with all their flaws and quirks. Perfection isn't the goal, it's about progress, learning, and embracing every part of who Sigma females truly are. 2. Hiding vulnerability. Sigma females have all been there. The moment Sigma females feel vulnerable, Sigma females instantly cover it up. It's like an automatic reflex. Vulnerability is seen as a weakness in a world that expects Sigma females to always be strong, unshakable, and self-reliant. Whether it's through putting on a tough exterior or pretending Sigma females don't care, the instinct is to hide what's really going on inside. Sigma females build walls around their hearts, convincing themselves that if they show any sign of vulnerability, they'll be seen as weak or unable to handle things. So, they lie to themselves, telling themselves that being vulnerable is something they shouldn't allow. They tell themselves that keeping a cool, composed, and tough facade is the only way to be strong. But here's the thing, showing vulnerability isn't a flaw. It's part of what makes Sigma females strong and relatable. Vulnerability is not something that takes away strength. It's what adds depth. It's what makes Sigma females human, not robots. It's the very thing that connects Sigma females to others, allowing them to experience life fully and authentically. The truth is, Sigma females don't have to have everything together all the time. It's okay to admit when things are hard. It's okay to need support, even if it feels uncomfortable. Showing vulnerability doesn't mean Sigma females are failing. It means Sigma females are being real. The fear of showing vulnerability comes from the idea that it will expose Sigma females to judgment or criticism. But often, it's the opposite that happens. When Sigma females allow themselves to be vulnerable, they build deeper connections with those around them. Others don't see Sigma females as weaker. They see them as more human, more genuine, and more approachable. Hiding vulnerability creates a barrier that keeps Sigma females from truly connecting with people on a deeper level. It makes Sigma females more isolated, and while it may seem like a shield, it's actually a prison. Sigma females might think they're protecting themselves by hiding vulnerability, but they're really just holding themselves back from living a fuller life. Embracing vulnerability opens up new experiences and opportunities for growth that Sigma females wouldn't have if they continued to shut themselves off. It's important to remember that vulnerability is a choice, not a weakness. Sigma females have the power to control how and when they show their vulnerability. It's not about airing out every feeling to the world, but about being comfortable with it and knowing it's okay to express it when needed. Vulnerability is what allows Sigma females to heal, grow, and become even stronger. It teaches Sigma females resilience. It's the ability to face hard emotions and still move forward. When Sigma females embrace vulnerability, they stop running from their feelings and start facing them with confidence. Hiding vulnerability only keeps Sigma females stuck in a loop of fear and isolation. The key to growth is accepting that vulnerability is a part of the journey, not something to be ashamed of. When Sigma females stop hiding their vulnerability, they open up a whole new world of strength, connection, and self-discovery. Vulnerability isn't a weakness. It's the key to living a truly empowered life. If this resonates with you, drop a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. You're not alone in this, and I'd love to hear how this shows up in your life. 3. The "I'm fine" lie. How many times have Sigma females said "I'm fine" when they're clearly not? The answer is probably more times than Sigma females care to admit. It's almost like an automatic response, right? Even when Sigma females feel overwhelmed, exhausted, or emotionally drained, Sigma females tell themselves and others that everything is okay. It's easier that way, isn't it? Sigma females don't want to burden anyone with their problems or admit they're struggling. Plus, there's that stigma about being perfect that makes Sigma females feel like they need to hide the truth. "I'm fine" has become a reflexive lie, a shield Sigma females put up to protect themselves from feeling vulnerable or appearing weak. But here's the thing. It's okay to not be fine sometimes. It's okay to admit that Sigma females aren't okay, that Sigma females are struggling, or that Sigma females need help. The problem with the "I'm fine" lie is that it only suppresses real emotions, and over time, that suppression can take a toll on mental health. When Sigma females continuously tell themselves they're fine, even when they're not, it can lead to anxiety, depression, and emotional burnout. Sigma females need to realize that hiding behind the "I'm fine" mask is only delaying the healing process. The first step in overcoming this lie is accepting that Sigma females don't need to be perfect all the time. It's okay to feel hurt, upset, or vulnerable. It doesn't make Sigma females weak, it makes Sigma females human. When Sigma females hide their true emotions, it doesn't make them stronger, it makes them more disconnected from who they really are. It's easy to think that saying "I'm fine" keeps the peace or makes life easier, but in reality, it creates a false sense of control. The truth is, Sigma females don't need to carry the weight of the world alone. It's okay to admit that Sigma females need support, even if it's just for a moment. The "I'm fine" lie creates a barrier between Sigma females and others. It isolates Sigma females, making it difficult to reach out and connect with others on a deeper level. By refusing to be honest about how Sigma females feel, Sigma females close off the chance to receive love, care, and understanding from those around them. When Sigma females say, "I'm fine," it often means that Sigma females are trying to protect themselves from judgment or rejection. But in truth, pretending to be fine when Sigma females aren't only keeps Sigma females trapped in their own mind. The key to breaking free from this lie is self-awareness. Sigma females need to take a moment to ask themselves, "Am I really fine?" and give themselves permission to feel whatever emotions come up. It's about being honest with oneself and accepting that it's okay to not be okay sometimes. Real strength lies in embracing vulnerability and authenticity. When Sigma females stop hiding behind the "I'm fine" mask, Sigma females open themselves up to real healing and growth. Admitting Sigma females aren't okay doesn't mean Sigma females are broken. It means Sigma females are strong enough to face the truth, no matter how hard it may seem. It's time to stop lying to ourselves and start living authentically. Saying "I'm fine" doesn't serve Sigma females. It only keeps Sigma females stuck in a cycle of self-deception. Breaking that cycle is the first step toward true emotional freedom. Quick pause. If you've been holding back your vulnerability, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and make sure to subscribe for more content like this. 4. Romanticizing relationships. Sometimes, Sigma females convince themselves that relationships are perfect. They romanticize them to the point where they ignore the red flags. Whether it's with friends, family, or romantic partners, Sigma females tend to idealize connections, believing that everything will eventually fall into place. The desire for a connection, whether it's emotional, intellectual, or physical, is powerful. But often, Sigma females overlook the reality in favor of a fantasy. They convince themselves that love, friendship, or even business relationships will magically turn out the way they want them to, even when the signs are telling them otherwise. This is where the lie begins, thinking that if Sigma females just wait long enough, everything will get better on its own. In truth, romanticizing relationships leads Sigma females down a dangerous path of self-deception. Sigma females often ignore the signs of toxicity, manipulation, or simply a lack of compatibility, all because they want to hold on to that image of the perfect relationship. It's easy to fall into this trap, especially when Sigma females are under pressure to have their personal lives look like something out of a movie. Society puts a lot of emphasis on the idea that relationships should be effortless, that love should be pure and unchallenged. But the reality is, relationships are complicated. They require effort, communication, compromise, and sometimes sacrifice. Romanticizing them only creates unrealistic expectations that are impossible to meet. Sigma females lie to themselves by saying, "It'll get better if I just hang on." But that's not always the case. Sometimes relationships are just not meant to be, and no amount of optimism or hope can change that. The truth is, accepting the flaws and challenges in a relationship doesn't make Sigma females weak or cynical. It makes Sigma females realistic. Romanticizing relationships also causes Sigma females to overlook their own needs and desires. They get so caught up in the idea of how things should be that they forget to ask themselves if they are actually happy. Is the relationship adding value to their life? Are they growing with the other person? Or are they constantly sacrificing their own needs? These are questions Sigma females should ask themselves regularly. By romanticizing relationships, Sigma females can end up staying in situations that don't serve them. They might convince themselves that if they just try harder or wait longer, things will magically improve. But the truth is, Sigma females deserve relationships that add value to their lives, not ones that drain them emotionally or mentally. Letting go of the fantasy and embracing the reality of relationships is freeing. Sigma females don't need to settle for anything less than what they deserve. It's okay to walk away from relationships that aren't fulfilling or healthy. Doing so doesn't mean giving up on love. It means Sigma females are choosing themselves. It's important for Sigma females to remember that relationships, at their best, are based on mutual respect, effort, and growth. When Sigma females stop romanticizing relationships, they allow themselves to see the truth of what they are, whether good or bad, and make decisions that serve their true happiness. This shift in perspective can open up space for more authentic connections, ones that align with Sigma females' real needs, desires, and values. When Sigma females embrace the reality of relationships, they empower themselves to create more meaningful, balanced, and healthy connections. 5. Staying in comfort zones. Sigma females love their independence, right? But sometimes Sigma females get too comfortable. The comfort zone feels safe, familiar, and predictable. It's easy to stay in a place where Sigma females know what to expect, where Sigma females can maintain control, and where Sigma females don't have to take risks. But here's the problem. Growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. Staying in it can keep Sigma females stuck, stagnant, and unchallenged. Sigma females may lie to themselves, telling themselves that everything is fine, just the way it is. They might convince themselves that they don't need to push beyond their current limits, that being in their comfort zone is enough. But this lie stops Sigma females from reaching their true potential. It's easy to get comfortable with the routine, the stability, and the safety of what's already familiar. However, when Sigma females settle for what's comfortable, they end up limiting themselves. They stop trying new things, stop pursuing their dreams, and stop growing. The fear of failure or the unknown can make it feel impossible to take the leap out of that comfort zone. It's like being stuck in a bubble where everything feels secure. But deep down, Sigma females know that they could be doing more. By staying where it's safe, Sigma females avoid taking risks, but they also avoid the opportunity to experience new challenges, learn new things, and grow in ways that are necessary to achieve greatness. The truth is, comfort is often the enemy of progress. Sigma females know that deep down, but it's easy to make excuses. "I'm comfortable," Sigma females might say. "I don't need to change anything." But this is the lie. Growth requires discomfort. It requires stepping into the unknown, facing challenges head-on, and sometimes failing. But failure is just a part of the process, a stepping stone towards success. When Sigma females choose to stay in their comfort zones, they close themselves off from opportunities that could transform their lives. They avoid confronting the fear of the unknown, but in doing so, they miss out on the possibility of discovering something amazing about themselves. The key to breaking free from the comfort zone is recognizing that it's okay to be uncomfortable. In fact, it's necessary for growth. When Sigma females take risks, embrace uncertainty, and challenge themselves, they open the door to a whole new world of possibilities. It's about stepping into discomfort, knowing that it will eventually lead to growth, learning, and the achievement of bigger and better things. It's not about forcing change for the sake of it. It's about taking intentional, bold steps toward a future that's more aligned with Sigma females' true desires. Staying in the comfort zone might feel safe, but it also keeps Sigma females from experiencing the thrill of pursuing their passions. stepping outside their boundaries and seeing what's possible when Sigma females push themselves beyond what's familiar. It's time for Sigma females to embrace discomfort and take that leap of faith. Whether it's starting a new project, taking on a new role, or confronting a long-held fear, breaking out of the comfort zone is where real growth happens. When Sigma females stop hiding in their comfort zones, they'll see the doors of opportunity open wide, and the world will be theirs for the taking. 6. Body image struggles. Sigma females all have their insecurities, but when Sigma females start lying to themselves about their bodies, whether it's through comparison or unrealistic standards, they do more harm than good. Society, social media, and even personal experiences push Sigma females to constantly measure themselves against a standard of beauty that is often unattainable. These pressures create a toxic narrative in Sigma females' minds, leading them to feel like they aren't enough as they are. And this is where the lie begins. Sigma females convince themselves that they must look a certain way in order to be valued, loved, or successful. They look in the mirror and pick apart every flaw, thinking that their worth is tied to how they appear to others. But the truth is, no body is perfect, and Sigma females should stop measuring their self-worth by an arbitrary set of standards. The constant comparison to others, especially when it comes to body image, is exhausting. Whether it's comparing themselves to others on Instagram, in magazines, or even in their social circles, Sigma females are led to believe that if they don't meet the ideal image, they're somehow lesser. This narrative doesn't serve Sigma females. It only keeps them stuck in a cycle of self-doubt and body shaming. Sigma females might tell themselves that their bodies are fine, but deep down, they're constantly battling with the idea that they need to change. It's exhausting to live in a state of constant dissatisfaction, always striving for a look that's dictated by someone else. And the worst part? This lie makes Sigma females forget the most important truth. Their bodies are amazing, just as they are. Whether Sigma females are tall, short, thick, thin, or anywhere in between, their bodies are unique, strong, and deserving of love. Every flaw, every curve, every imperfection is part of what makes them beautiful. Society's standards of beauty are constantly shifting, but Sigma females' worth is timeless. Embracing one's true self, flaws and all, is the most powerful thing Sigma females can do. When Sigma females stop buying into the lie that their bodies need to conform to someone else's idea of beauty, they open the door to self-love and acceptance. They start treating their bodies with the respect they deserve, focusing on health, strength, and well-being instead of arbitrary appearance-based goals. It's easy to get caught up in the obsession with body image, especially when Sigma females live in a world that prioritizes outward appearance. But Sigma females need to remember that beauty is subjective. What's beautiful to one person may not be the same for another, and that's okay. True beauty comes from self-confidence, acceptance, and authenticity. The body isn't just a vessel for appearance, it's what allows Sigma females to live, to move, to experience life. When Sigma females take care of their bodies, both mentally and physically, they will start to see the value in themselves beyond how they look. The truth is that Sigma females don't need to change to be worthy of love or success. By accepting their bodies as they are, Sigma females take control of their self-worth and stop letting unrealistic standards dictate their happiness. When Sigma females choose to stop lying about their bodies, they choose to love themselves fully, unconditionally, and without regret. And in doing so, Sigma females unlock a deeper level of empowerment that radiates outward to everything they do. Before we move on, if you've caught yourself saying, "I'm fine," when you're not, leave a comment and share how you broke free from that lie. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're loving this. 7. Fear of disappointment. Sigma females lie to themselves because they fear disappointment. Whether it's not meeting their own standards or fearing others will judge them, Sigma females often convince themselves that they're okay when they're not. This fear of failure can cause Sigma females to avoid taking risks, to play it safe or to hide their true feelings. The idea of disappointing themselves or someone else can be paralyzing, and to avoid it, Sigma females pretend everything is fine, even when it isn't. It's easier to lie and say I'm good than to face the reality of disappointment. But here's the thing, disappointment is part of life. Everyone experiences it at some point, and it doesn't define who Sigma females are. The fear of disappointment can make Sigma females so afraid to fail that they stop trying to pursue what they truly want. This self-imposed barrier holds Sigma females back from reaching their full potential. The truth is, avoiding disappointment only limits growth. Failure and disappointment are opportunities for learning and self-improvement. They are the moments that teach Sigma females what works and what doesn't, what's worth fighting for and what's not. When Sigma females accept disappointment as part of the process, they free themselves from the fear that keeps them stuck. The fear of disappointing others is another huge factor. Sigma females are often expected to be the strong, independent ones who have it all together. When Sigma females fail to meet these expectations, it can feel like they're letting everyone down. The fear of disappointing others can make Sigma females hide their true feelings or suppress their desires in order to meet external expectations. But here's the truth. Sigma females can't always be everything to everyone. They can't make everyone happy, and that's okay. Disappointment doesn't mean failure. It's just part of the journey. The fear of disappointment also causes Sigma females to second-guess themselves and their decisions. Sigma females might spend so much time worrying about the potential for failure that they don't make bold moves or take chances. This keeps them in a state of indecision and doubt, which ultimately leads to stagnation. If Sigma females allow themselves to embrace the idea of disappointing others or themselves, they can start making decisions that align with their true values and desires. Disappointment doesn't make Sigma females less capable, it makes them resilient. It teaches Sigma females how to bounce back, adapt, and keep moving forward. When Sigma females stop fearing disappointment, they open themselves up to new possibilities, new growth, and new opportunities. The truth is, disappointment is temporary, but the lessons it teaches last a lifetime. When Sigma females embrace the inevitability of disappointment, they stop letting fear dictate their actions. They allow themselves to take risks, to make mistakes, and to grow from them. Disappointment is no longer something to avoid, but something to accept as a normal part of life. By breaking free from this lie, Sigma females become stronger, wiser, and more prepared for whatever comes their way. Fear of disappointment no longer holds power over them, and they start living a life that's true to themselves, free from the burden of trying to meet unrealistic expectations. 8. Avoiding the ugly truth. Sometimes Sigma females avoid facing the ugly truth. Whether it's about careers, personal lives, or self-worth, Sigma females bury the hard stuff. It's easier to ignore the uncomfortable truths than to confront them. The ugly truth may be painful, unsettling, or challenging, but by avoiding it, Sigma females only delay their personal growth. This avoidance is a lie Sigma females tell themselves. It's better if I just don't deal with it. Whether it's an unhealthy relationship, a job that doesn't fulfill Sigma females, or the realization that Sigma females need to make changes in their lives, avoiding the truth only keeps Sigma females stuck. The lie lies in thinking that ignoring the problem makes it go away. But here's the reality. The truth doesn't disappear. It lingers, festers, and over time can become even harder to face. When Sigma females avoid the ugly truth, they end up living in denial. It's a temporary escape, but it doesn't lead to long-term peace. By ignoring what needs to be addressed, Sigma females build walls around their problems, and those walls can become so high that it feels impossible to break through. The key to overcoming this lie is facing the truth head-on. Yes, it's uncomfortable, and yes, it may require difficult conversations or big decisions, but avoiding the truth only prolongs the inevitable. Once Sigma females face what's really going on, they can begin to make informed, empowered decisions. that will actually improve their lives. The avoidance of truth is a lie that tells Sigma females they can handle things on their own, but in reality, everyone needs to confront the tough stuff. Ignoring the hard truths about relationships, careers, and even personal flaws keeps Sigma females from growing in meaningful ways. Facing the truth opens up new opportunities for growth and healing. It's about accepting that Sigma females aren't perfect, and that making mistakes, facing failures, and embracing flaws is part of the process of becoming the best version of themselves. When Sigma females avoid the ugly truth, they also avoid learning from it. Each difficult truth holds a lesson, and by facing it, Sigma females get the chance to grow, change, and improve. So, hiding from the truth only robs Sigma females of the opportunity to get better, stronger, and more resilient. Sometimes the truth may be hard to swallow, but it's a crucial step in taking control of life. When Sigma females avoid the truth, they allow fear, shame, or guilt to dictate their decisions. But when Sigma females confront the truth, they take back their power. It's about knowing that Sigma females can handle whatever comes their way, and that facing the truth doesn't make them weaker, it makes them stronger. The truth doesn't have to be feared. In fact, it's liberating. It's the foundation for change. Once Sigma females stop avoiding the ugly truths in their lives, they can begin to take proactive steps to create the life they truly desire. Facing the truth is a sign of strength, and it's what will allow Sigma females to live authentically without the burden of self-deception. When Sigma females embrace the truth, they embrace their own growth and freedom. At the end of the day, Sigma females want love and acceptance. Sigma females are strong, independent, and self-sufficient, but even the most self-assured women crave connection. It's a natural part of being human. Everyone wants to feel loved, seen, and accepted for who they are. However, sometimes this deep desire for love and acceptance leads Sigma females to lie to themselves. They convince themselves that they're okay with being in situations that don't serve them, just because they don't want to feel alone. Sigma females might stay in relationships, friendships, or environments that drain them, all because they fear the loneliness of being on their own. The lie here is that they believe being with anyone, or in any situation, is better than being alone. But here's the harsh truth. Settling for relationships that don't align with Sigma females' values or needs only causes more harm. Real love starts with self-love. The foundation of all healthy connections is the relationship one has with themselves. If Sigma females don't love and accept themselves, they can't expect others to truly love or accept them either. When Sigma females fail to see their worth, they end up seeking validation from external sources, often from people who can't offer them the love they deserve. They might find themselves in toxic relationships or friendships where they're not truly valued, yet they stick around because they don't want to be alone. The thing is, being alone doesn't mean being lonely. Sigma females can be independent, strong, and complete on their own. The lie is in thinking that solitude is a sign of failure or loneliness. It's actually the opposite. The most fulfilling relationships start when Sigma females are at peace with themselves. When Sigma females learn to love and accept themselves first, they create the space for deeper, more genuine connections with others. When Sigma females settle for less than they deserve, they're doing themselves a disservice. They're telling themselves that they aren't worthy of the kind of love and respect they truly crave. They might think that staying in a toxic relationship or accepting less than ideal friendships is better than being single, but in the long run, this only leads to resentment, frustration, and emotional burnout. The real truth is that Sigma females deserve to be surrounded by people who uplift them, support them, and see their value. Sigma females shouldn't settle for anything less. The key to breaking this cycle of self-deception is to recognize that self-worth comes from within. When Sigma females start treating themselves with respect and love, they send out a signal to the universe that they deserve the same in return. The relationships they attract will reflect that. The lie that Sigma females tell themselves, that being in any relationship is better than being alone, only holds them back. Once Sigma females start prioritizing themselves, they'll find that the right relationships, the ones that align with their values and goals, will come naturally. And when those relationships come, they'll be based on mutual respect, love, and understanding, rather than the need for validation. Real love starts with being unapologetically authentic, and the best way to find that kind of love is by first giving it to oneself. Sigma females don't need anyone to complete them, they are already complete. And when Sigma females embrace their worth, they find themselves attracting the love and respect they truly deserve. The truth is, no matter how independent Sigma females are, they still need genuine, deep connections with others. But those connections must be rooted in authenticity, not in the fear of loneliness or the need to please others. By choosing self-love, Sigma females unlock the power to form meaningful relationships that enhance their lives, rather than ones that drain them or make them feel less than they are. When Sigma females stop lying to themselves about what they're willing to tolerate in relationships, they create the space for real love to enter. The love Sigma females seek is already within them. It's about realizing that and trusting that the right people will enter their lives when they're ready. The truth about wanting love and acceptance is that Sigma females don't have to sacrifice their worth for it. They don't have to settle. They don't have to choose toxic relationships or friendships out of fear of being alone. The more Sigma females accept and love themselves, the more they attract the love and respect they deserve. Climax chapter key moment. I want to share a story of a close friend, a Sigma female, who once lived her life by these lies. She was fiercely independent, constantly pushing herself to be perfect, never letting anyone see her flaws or vulnerabilities. She kept up an image of strength, never letting anyone in, believing that to be truly successful and respected, she had to appear flawless. But one day, everything changed. She realized that by denying her vulnerabilities, she was missing out on genuine connections. By romanticizing relationships, she was ignoring the signs of toxic patterns and accepting less than she deserved. She was lying to herself, telling herself that she was fine, that it was enough. But deep down, she felt empty. It wasn't until she allowed herself to be vulnerable, to be real with herself and others, that she truly began to understand what love and connection meant. In that moment, she decided to confront the lies she had been telling herself. She stopped pretending that everything was perfect and started embracing her imperfections. She left behind relationships that didn't serve her, began setting boundaries, and started saying no to the things that drained her. And with that decision, she found the strength to embrace who she really was, to challenge her comfort zones, and finally choose the life she truly deserved. The truth wasn't always easy to accept, but it was always worth it. Conclusion, summary. So, here's the takeaway. As Sigma females are powerful, independent, and unstoppable. But sometimes the lies Sigma females tell themselves, whether about perfection, vulnerability, or worth, hold Sigma females back. The key to breaking free from those lies is recognizing them. Once Sigma females do that, there's nothing standing in the way of Sigma females achieving true potential. Embracing vulnerability, rejecting unrealistic standards, and accepting nothing less than what Sigma females truly deserve are the steps that will propel Sigma females to the life they've always dreamed of. Want to hear from you, Sigma females? What lies have Sigma females been telling themselves? Let's talk about it in the comments. And if Sigma females found this video helpful, make sure to check out my previous one on You Won't Want to Miss It. Remember, Sigma females are enough, just as Sigma females are. Keep shining, and I'll see you in the next one.